Okay, hi, I'm live. I'm pissed. My name is TushyGalore. Um, I live in Arkansas, in the city of Fayetteville. And there's up Highway 71, you go up, there's Rogers, and there's a little tiny town, little community that somehow qualifies as a town enough to have a police department. And the name of this place is Little Flock, as in a tiny little flock of sheep. Little Flock. Now, John was working up there. I would occasionally go up there to pick him up for one reason or another. Uh, I'm involved in some different cannabis communities and around on Facebook, some different groups. I've not been super active in them since we actually got our medical marijuana because I was fighting very, very hard for that for a while, doing everything I could, volunteering and this, that, and the other. And here I am wearing my patient not criminal shirt, and I've had this on for hours. I didn't know I was going to end up making this video tonight. It's about 5:30 in the morning. Actually, John's still asleep, and I was just perusing Facebook, which is something I don't do often anymore. And I ended up seeing a post that someone had made. I'm just going to call him Ben. I'm not going to say his last name, but Ben. Um, had posted on this Arkansas cannabis community group, and he said that he's a medical cannabis patient. Let me tell you, in the state of Arkansas, you do not get your medical card easily. There are only 16 conditions for which they will agree to give you medical cannabis. I qualified for 4 or 5 of them, so I didn't have a problem getting it, but there's an awful lot of people that are falling between the cracks and not getting the medicine they need. So, you know if somebody's getting it, they truly, truly need it. If they have a card, it's not being just given lightly to anyone that has a headache or stress, which they should. I think they should. But, uh, and this man, I went and looked at his profile, and and it's right in his profile, he's got a zipper right down the middle of his chest. There's a photo of him like this over the scar. So obviously he had heart surgery and is dealing with that at the very least, heart trouble. I don't know what else is going on. So, okay, he had stopped at a dispensary and picked up some medicine. I don't know how much, but you have to show your card before you can even walk in the door of these places. And they make sure you're all up to date, you are who's on the card, and all of that. So he had stopped to pick some up. We have a thing now in our state. Everyone who applied when it first became available, their cards have now expired, including mine. From this, reading this, I found out that Arkansas, the state of Arkansas, has issued an extension. They say some people are throwing around the date July 3rd, or no, July 30th. And as the cutoff date on this. I don't know, but then I read it on the webpage and it said, like for an undetermined period of time throughout the COVID crisis, that they would be not renewing cards. But I don't know. It got a little confusing, but obviously the new cards, our old cards expired a couple of weeks ago, and the new ones, the date on them say August 1st. So you got like a gap here, but they extended it so we could keep buying through the month of July, even if our card was expired, right? Um, and so this guy was stopped by police. He had to be in Little Flock to do some sort of work, and uh, and they saw the weed. And they get really huffy with him about it, and they accused him of when they looked at his card. I think he didn't have the new one yet. Yeah, the old one, it looked expired, but the state extended through the end of this month. So he saw it was like, this card is expired. You're in violation of whatever. And the guy says, no, I just bought this. Look, here's the receipt. It's my name on it and who sold it to me and like the date. I just bought this. And he explained everything to the officer. So the assifer goes to his car and calls his superior and tells him the situation, and the superior says, arrest him. So I'm not 100% sure why he didn't get arrested. Maybe the officer didn't want to go to the trouble. I don't know. But what ended up happening was he got ticketed, and the fucking cop, fucking dirty cop in Little Flock, Arkansas. I don't have the officer's name yet, or I'd give that to you too. Took the man's medicine. That is as legal as pulling someone over and taking their high blood pressure medicine out of their car and confiscating it. And he goes, well, when you have your court date, you can get it back then if we decide that you're okay. You know he's not ever going to see that jar of weed again. So he probably spent the last of the money he had, because we all kind of have money we tuck aside, figure a certain amount out of each little check, and each little week you get a certain amount of your medicine, try to make it through, you portion it out. So I guess a dude with a big zipper down his chest who works hard for a living, despite qualifying for an Arkansas medical marijuana card, which is hard to do, he deserves to go all week, I guess, without his meds, have maybe hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of product taken from him. You know where it will probably end up? Missing. Yeah. So we'll see how this pans out. He has a huge amount of people behind him, old Ben. So many people commented and were like, this is bullshit. This is illegal. They can't do this. And so he wrote to them and threatened to take them to court over it if they didn't reply to him and basically talk to him like a human being. Stella, get down. You're going to knock my camera over. I wish you could see this cat. Stella, stop. She's trying to climb up inside my tripod. Get your claw out of that and go away. I'm going to shake the water bottle. Usually that's all it takes. All right, back to what I was saying. I am angry about these cops, or this cop and his superior who decided that it was okay to take a man's medicine away from him illegally. I will be contacting the Little Flock police a little later on today and having a word with him. And a bunch of us are already saying, keep us posted. Let us know when that court date is, because we're going to be there. We're going to be there. We're going to be supporting you. And if I at all can, I will be there too. And I know when I told John about this, he is going to be livid. Livid. So, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I just wanted to get on here and vent because John's still asleep and I can't vent to him. He's a fucking patient, not a criminal. Patient, not criminal. Get it through your heads. Little Flock police. Even Fayetteville cops are cooler than that. I shouldn't say even. Fayetteville cops tend to be pretty cool, period. Little Flock. I'll get you some new police out there. And if you're a medical marijuana patient, you better keep that shit hidden. That's all I gotta say. Smoochies.